It seems like this Bitcoin breakout is just getting started, but we do have a super important level here, which is going to showcase us exactly what the next direction of Bitcoin is going to be from here. In today's update video, we will discuss the most important Bitcoin price data. We will take a deep dive into towards the latest news hitting the market, and of course a little bit of Ethereum and altcoins. So from there, guys, make sure to first of all subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube video, and then we can dive in towards the most important content. Because since that massive Bitcoin breakout, we are stagnating a little bit. And that's going to be logical after such a big move. But I do have a major warning signal, and that is going to be this trend line, because each and every single time during the bull cycles we did hit this trend line, we always saw a major drawdown afterwards. So once Bitcoin is going to break back below this trend line, I do think that's going to be the signal that Bitcoin is going to move lower. If Bitcoin is going to stay trading above this trend line for the next few days, for the next few weeks, from there I'm expecting this move to continue. I do think that's more likely currently, because Bitcoin is looking very bullish and we do have a lot of good catalysts within the market now. In my opinion, we should not neglect such important resistance levels. But as said, I'm still more bullish than bearish here. As long as Bitcoin is going to stay trading above this trend line, above this major resistance, I'm going to stay bullish on Bitcoin, and I do think this move will continue. And there's still a lot of room to continue this move to the upside, because I think the current Bitcoin move looks very similar as the November move for Bitcoin. And I do think we could see a similar impact for Bitcoin, because if we take a look into the data, we can see that this Bitcoin rally is, for example, very different than what we have seen in this move higher, because this move for Bitcoin is looking very similar to what we've seen in November, where we also dumped in towards the golden cross and then moved to the upside. We saw also here the dump in towards the golden cross, a little bit of consolidation, and then the major move higher for Bitcoin. And if you take a look into the most important data, if you compare November with now, you can clearly see that the stock market started moving first, then Bitcoin second, and altcoins next. So if Bitcoin is going to stay strong here, I'm expecting a massive move for altcoins next, because I do think, yes, this rally is very similar, just like what we've seen in November, also like discussed here. So then let's discuss the latest news hitting the market, because once again we saw some massive Bitcoin ETF inflows yesterday. BlackRock did almost buy 1 billion worth of Bitcoin themselves, so that's absolutely insane. If you take a look into those Ethereum inflows, we can see it also Ethereum saw major positive inflows once again, over $200 million in inflows for those ETFs, so that's also absolutely insane. And now the Ethereum ETF has seen 9 weeks of inflows in a row here, so that's absolutely insane. This institutional accumulation is super bullish for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and as long as this stays going on here, I do think the rally is about to continue higher. And guys, then let's talk Bitunix. If you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins yourself, make sure you do it on Bitunix over here. I've linked this platform below under my latest YouTube videos. Make sure to check Bitunix out, because now you can claim some absolutely insane beginner bonuses on Bitunix. So make sure to check it out if you're getting interested in trading Bitcoin and altcoins yourself here. And then let's discuss Ethereum, because also Ethereum is trading at a super important resistance level, just like Bitcoin is doing. We are still trading above it, also just like Bitcoin is doing, but this is going to be an important level to watch. If you're going to break below it, I do expect a little bit more of a cool down from here. As we can stay trading above it, I do think Ethereum will trend much higher, and I do think it's imminent that Ethereum is going to hit that range high, because that's my conservative price target. Because that's that conservative case price target, which is my bull market price target of $4,000 here. I do think we will be hitting this range high in the second half of this post-halving year here, because that's usually one of the most periods for both Ethereum and altcoins. So I do think that's highly likely, definitely because we've just broken one of the most important resistance levels for Ethereum. So I do think a move higher is going to be highly likely here. If you're a little bit more bullish on Ethereum, you can also take a look looking towards this bull case price target, which is a lot more bullish. It basically indicates that we are also going to break it to new all-time highs. But yeah, since I've been accumulating a lot of Ethereum on the way down here, this ultimate low, this range low, I do think for me that conservative case is going to be a good price target. Then Ethereum is of course breaking out of this accumulation range, exactly like discussed on the channel. And for Ethereum, basically exactly the same like Bitcoin can be said. As we're going to hold this resistance level, I do think more bullish continuation is possible. If that's not going to be the case, we're probably going to see a little bit of consolidation from here. So let's see how that's going to play out. I do think currently for altcoins, because altcoins are still lagging behind a little bit, a big move could be coming within the next days. Because if you take a look towards those Bollinger Bands, we are actually squeezing that Bollinger Bandwidth on one of the lowest levels we've ever seen, and that always does correspond with major altcoin moves to the top side. And yes, as we can also clearly see on this chart, altcoins are still lagging behind a little bit, and I do think altcoins will be catching up, because basically the Bitcoin saw a big move, Ethereum saw a big move, and now most altcoins will probably see a big move from here. And guys, that was it for today's update video, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's update video. Now I will see you guys within the next update video tomorrow.